What's up guys, my name is ChrisAmaterasu, and in today's video we are going to be looking at tips that you can do right now to get better at movement. So let's get started. And before we begin, I quickly wanted to mention that I'm doing some coaching sessions. First 15 minutes are completely free. We are going to go through your mistakes, fix your problems, and you will become a better player. Hit me up on Discord, links are in the description. Alright, and let's go on with the first thing you have to do to be better at movement, and this is a tip that helped me a lot, and it's called be active. To stay active on every stage of the game, whether you are shooting an enemy player, you have to move, whether you are throwing nades, you have to constantly move, whether you are trying to pick an enemy or just checking something, you have to move. And my favorite one, when you are healing. So what I'm usually doing is I'm creating some sort of a circle. So I make a circle and then I crouch. It makes it so difficult to hit me in the head, as well as I'm doing it like a random way, so you have to be as unpredictable as you possibly can, whether you are shooting an enemy, whether you are trying to throw a nade, especially when it comes to throwing a nades or healing behind the cover. Couldn't stress enough how often I get kills when people just like, oh, I'm gonna sit there and drink my energy drink. You got shot by car 98. Another thing that might be help you when it comes to movement is when you're getting shot at. Imagine the situation that you are shooting an enemy and for some reason maybe you don't have ammo at all or you need to heal. You have to run really fast behind the cover. Let's imagine that this is our player, or this is our player and this is the cover. So basically what I suggest you doing is to create another unpredictable dance for your opponent. It will be way harder for him to hit you, especially when it comes to long distances. For example, this is roughly 150 meters. I would 100% tell you that most of the players won't kill you if you do it this way. You have to be as unpredictable as you can. You have to use shift, you have to like crouch a lot, and then when you are behind the cover you can check your opponent. So you are drinking an energy drink and you can QE him just to gather some information about his movement, on whether he's picking you or not, pushing you or not. You have to become really unpredictable and you will survive longer. Tip number 3 is all about picking. When you're trying to pick an enemy, please don't just pick him like this and try to shoot him. Oh my god, I kill so many players. My opponents think that if they do it this way, they are like invincible to me. But no! You have your head exposed, you're getting shot at a lot. What I suggest you to do instead is to pick like this. So you pick an enemy and then you hide your head. This way you won't get killed as easily, as well as you can stand, you can crouch, make yourself really unpredictable and enemies won't kill you that fast. When you're having a fight with a person, always change your position. So you picked from one angle, try to change it and pick from another, then pick it while you're crouching, then you're picking when you're standing, pick 2 times, then pick like this. Be prepared to pick in a different way and be prepared that your enemy will do the same. For example, in this clip, I'm picking a professional PUBG player, a a.k.a. He played for Na'Vi, and this is my point of view, and let me show you his point of view. As you can see, we are both playing it super safe, always switching back from the left side to the right. I'm constantly picking from the left and from the right. Unfortunately, a.k.a. had only 4 times. Only he would have 8 times, I would have been probably dead. But as you can see, I am handling this situation kinda a-okay. So you can also implement this into your game. And if you don't have covers, try to move as well as QE. This way your head won't be that vulnerable and you will survive longer. And maybe because of that, you will kill your enemy faster than he would have killed you. And also, if you want to just gather some information, try to do it for a super teeny tiny pick that nobody can see you. This is like super easy to do, just like, oh, and you go back to the cover. This way you won't get killed 100%. Imagine this is the guy and you want to get close to him. Make sure that you always have something that you can cover yourself from him. So basically when I'm trying to get close, I always have a cover. And even if I try to cross the road, I'll go behind that wooden plank, then I go behind this one. So this way you won't get killed as easy. Number one mistake that I see is players who are just trying to go from A to B using only W and Shift. This way you will get killed in the head by a good player within seconds. Basically you have to always have yourself a cover, no matter what, behind you and your opponent. When you're playing the Ridge, I see a lot of players do these mistakes. First of all, they are just running on you. Imagine that you are behind that rock. Public Vasya player who just running like ta 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 ta. But unfortunately Vasya exposed himself and you only have your head popped out of the rock. So guess who wins? Of course Vasya, he is a public god, but whatever. The best thing to do is to come here crouched, so you can stand up and kill an enemy easier and way faster. Another mistake that I see is when you need to back up from that ridge, you always need to do it this way. A lot of people do it like this, they just run backwards or do it like this. But unfortunately when you do it this way, you lose speed like at this moment. This millisecond can turn around the game. What I suggest you to do is to press S, D or A as well as Shift, and then turn your mouse straight down, up, and you just go like this. You shoot an enemy and you move. This way your head wouldn't be as big of a target as it was before and you will be safer. Try this on a training mode and implement it into your game. As a PUBG player, we always need to gather information, and we already know how to gather it really safe by just picking like this and going back. But when you want to do it in a really cool way, you can just jump over and see if there is an enemy player or somebody. I do this trick a lot when I try to see whether there's an enemy trying to spot me or tunnel me. Another thing that helped me a lot when I was playing duos and squads is you have two players. This is me and this is my buddy. We are going together, obviously, just to trade frag, because if you're going alone, you're a plain idiot. Don't do that. So when I'm doing this, unfortunately, if I get knocked here, imagine there is Vasya just sitting here camping for me. If I get knocked here, this is super bad. What I suggest you to do is to hit yourself on a doorway, and this way you won't lose momentum. You'll have a surprise element, because the enemy Vasya is right there. He's ready for you, but he's not ready to flick you like this. So you're basically here. I also do this a lot when I need to trade frag my buddy. This is the perfect way, and a lot of people do this wrong and just jump over. Unfortunately, when you jump over, you cannot shoot and you are useless. So always do it this way. If you know that the enemy player is coming from this direction, or he's maybe chasing you, so you're waiting for him, you can just go prone and surprise your enemy. I did this trick a lot of times and it worked like wonders. So you're basically baiting your opponent, you got behind the cover and you're waiting for him, and now you surprise him. He doesn't know. And if you liked the guide, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, as well as like this video and write down in the comment section how do you train your movement and what can you also add to this guide. Best of luck, gentlemen, and see you in the next video.